Hey, Capricorns, welcome back. All right, so my darlings, we're just going to jump on into a very abstract reading, see where this one takes us. And I'm only reading these in the upright today, okay, in every deck. So you guys got 3 out really, really fast. So we have Protecting Treasure, we have Field of Dreams, and we have Stuck in the Mud. So there's an element of somebody being held back from the thing that they really want, okay? So somebody's feeling like, the treasure can be our own, our heart, our emotions. Someone's reluctant to open up, yet they really want to. They want to sit down, they want to have that drink with you, they want to engage with you, they want to spend that time with you, but there is something that holds this person back. Now, maybe this is you, maybe this is you've got an idea of something that you really want to achieve in your life, but it feels a little bit risky. It feels a little bit like, ooh, the thing is, I feel like somebody here knows that this is precious. I feel like we have concern that I have a lot to lose if things didn't work out well, so I'm nervous to do it. But it actually seems comforting because she's actually sleeping on top of this treasure and being protected from the rain by the umbrella. There is a measure of protection here, but someone is still nervous about it. So we're starting this storyline with, I think it's memories of the past that make somebody feel stuck and have trouble moving forward. I think that's what is preventing somebody from fully like stepping into this, chasing that dream. Somebody has a big dream, and maybe it's for a romance, maybe it's for a career, maybe it's for a life-changing, exciting thing, and they can think about it and then they go, oh, but I'm so nervous. What if this didn't work out? I remember in the past I went after something and it didn't work out. So it kind of feels like that's the way we're starting this. I think that I want to go this route next. Let's take a look. Tell me about stuck in the mud, excuse me. Being stuck in the mud. We have got this person. Okay, so this can be, the clover can represent lovers at a distance thinking of each other, but this is about good luck, good fortune. I think that this person is so afraid that I always have bad luck. That's why they're stuck in the mud. They want this. Oh, they wish that their luck would turn in their favor, but this is somebody who worries that they never end up the winner. Tell me about the Field of Dreams. Ooh, we just got 2 cards for Field of Dreams. Field of Dreams is, and again, I only read these in the upright. Yeah, somebody needs to cut away the things that aren't working for them, and they need to take some action. So the birds, this is about wisdom and intuition. This is after some kind of conversation. I feel like somebody is being like nudged, like, come on, go after your dream, go get it. Take action, take flight. This is about conversation. So with the Field of Dreams, someone might be afraid to reach out, afraid to send that first message, afraid of rejection, afraid to get cut off, cut out if they do reach out. Tell me about the Protecting Treasure. So, when we see something like this, it's the tree of life, right? And we have all this happiness, all of this potential. Someone is protecting the dream that they have of, putting down roots, creating this could also have to do with, family involved already. Like, I want to protect what I have achieved, my roots already, the successes I've created for my life. Maybe this is somebody who has other family members that would be impacted. If this is about romantic stuff and someone is kind of holding back, kind of scared to, really go after this next dream, it's because they may be a little bit afraid of either being judged or ridiculed by family, or how it would impact family members, or, if they did take a step forward, or they're just afraid of having their dreams crushed because they have this image. Sometimes people get stuck in the imagining of like, oh, but this could be such a beautiful romance and this could be so fabulous. And they get stuck in the imagining of it so much so that they're afraid to take a step to try to make it become a reality, because what if it falls short and then I lose that dream? And so I think that that's interesting, because that can go in several different ways, but it just seems like it feels like somebody is holding themselves back, even though they're simultaneously being like the universe or someone is encouraging this person to have the conversation. And I think they keep holding back because they're afraid. What if you're not thinking of me? What if I reach out and you go, huh? I'm sorry, who are you? What if I do something and it doesn't come out the way I was hoping it would? Okay, so because we got a lot of under the surface worries and concerns, let's go with one of the moon decks here. We've got, and again, only reading these in the upright, we have gratitude, we have surrender, and we have boundaries. So under the surface here, there is some kind of, I feel like this is somebody who needs to heal something. Like they would feel amazing if you would communicate with them, is what I would say. And they have to get to the point where they can surrender these fears and go after what they truly want. I don't know why they're thinking, though, maybe there was something that didn't go well. And so now if they want to communicate or if they want to reach out, they feel like they have so much to lose because they built a big, huge hope. Someone has built a big, huge hope on this situation working out, so much so they're afraid to take action to try to make the situation work out. And someone around them or the universe is saying, look, it'll be better to just know. So just go ahead and reach out, send the message, say what you need to say. And then this person keeps reverting back to, no, I'm so scared. Would they feel incredible if this went well? Absolutely. But they have to then be willing to really open up. And this person, they're keeping themselves in a bubble. Okay. So it's interesting because it's boundaries, it's great to have personal boundaries, but this is somebody who sits in the bubble, not interacting with anybody, but daydreaming. So it's become one of those situations where they're not letting love in nor out. And we see this like magnolia flower that's right here hovering outside the bubble, and they're staring up at it. But you notice the bubble has a little crack in it. There is a potential. This person is like they're getting worn down. Their subconscious mind keeps saying, you've put yourself in a bubble. It's not boundaries, it's isolation. That's what you've done here, and you're going to have to open that up. You're going to have to surrender. I feel like this person's very scared of opening up. Maybe they got really hurt in the past. Maybe they then rejected Capricorn, and now they really want to, reach back out to Capricorn, but they're really scared to. This is not a story of like, oh, someone hurt somebody on purpose, did them wrong, did them dirty. No, this is somebody who, through their fears and their past, they got scared and maybe they didn't move forward toward Capricorn when they wish that they had. So now I think time has passed in this story. And I think that there's distance here as well. And time, distance, you could live side by side, the same street, and you could see each other every day at work. And there's huge distance there, because it's been a long time since there was flirtation that nobody really picked up and ran with it. Nobody said, I'm really interested in you. If a whole bunch of time has passed and there hasn't been that interaction and that connection, then that can feel like a ton of distance between two people that could literally sit there and eat lunch together every day in the break room, So this storyline looks like it's one of those situations where there's somebody is really afraid of the rejection, I think. But it's not just the initial rejection. They're equally as afraid that, okay, what if I reach out? What if we do hold hands and it's like, oh, it's okay. I totally understand. You were going through something in the past. You weren't ready to really be in a connection with me. If Capricorn is super kind and like, yeah, not a problem. You know what? We all do that sometimes. We all don't know, if we're healed enough to start a romance. So not a problem. But then the next worry is, oh my God, but then I'd have to really start to open up. And I think that's a secondary fear here. So this person seems to be really holding themselves back from something that they genuinely, genuinely want. But lot of energy of withholding, lot of memories of the past, and there's something in their past, not something with Capricorn, from what I can tell. They would love Capricorn to give them an opportunity, but then they'd have to be ready to truly open up and surrender to this. And that boundary card that's the concern to me, is the boundary card, because in this case, it seems like somebody is maybe confusing boundaries with, like I say, isolating. Stillness. It does seem like somebody needs to do a little bit more meditation before they figure out what to do next. And there's like, someone needs to maybe tap in. We see the Aurora Borealis kind of like in the background here. Somebody's got to get themselves ready to genuinely like be at peace with themselves, so they're not so afraid of opening up. Because I think that's what the bottom line is in this whole reading, is somebody's been really scared to open up because in the past something ugly happened. So now they're to get over fear. I feel like somebody is taking like a silent moment in themselves. They know what they want to do. They know where their fears are coming from. But now the question to themselves is, can I release this fear? Can I release this fear? Let me go still in my head and my heart for a little bit, and let me see. I think we'll get one out of this animal deck also. Let me see. For their, whatever their power might be that would be helpful for them. The peacocks. Vibrancy. You were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. It's interesting because this person may be a funny blend. They may be extremely competent in one area of their life. They may like to be seen as somebody who's really competent. They may have lots of like superficial friends or like they're a name. They're known. They don't isolate themselves from people. They isolate themselves from intimacy. That's different. And I only say that because it seems as if this person is really capable in other areas of life, but when it comes to matters of the heart, I think this person, that's their Achilles heel, is opening a heart, letting somebody in emotionally. That's the big scary, especially because they are used to being at the top of their game in other areas of life. So this is kind of even somebody who could be a little flashy, quite a head turner. They might be good at even flirting, but nobody actually gets close to them. This is somebody where they want to get close, though, and that's the part that's a little scary. Even the fact that it says, practice humility to avoid jealousy. This person, mixed up in these worries and fears, they may also know that when they got hurt in the past by something else, it really impacted them, the feeling of their self-worth, and jealousy may be a thing that they deal with. And if they don't have anybody in their life, they don't have to be jealous. But if they're opening up, becoming vulnerable to somebody, to the Capricorn, then if the Capricorn, they may know that they're not very good at managing symptoms of jealousy. And like, we're all going to interact with tons of people. What's interesting is this person seems like they're someone who is very competent and interacts with many, but only cares deeply for like one or two people. And that's really rare. And I feel like this person needs like one person to really, 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 really reassure them that they are, like, this is a safe connection. This is a safe relationship. You have to open up. The very thing that this person wants the most is the thing that they're not opening up to give to anybody. And it's interesting because they seem to be possibly even, I'm going to go ahead and say, guilty of producing the same climate that they don't want to experience in their own relationship. If this person is, flashy, a head turner, they know it, they like to have everybody kind of know their name. They even like people to be like, oh, wow. And they like a little flirtation, but they don't want their partner, if they're in a connection, they wouldn't want their partner to behave that way. So I feel like this person has some growing to do in this story, because they have this dream, but they're holding themselves back. They want to interact, but they keep themselves sealed in a bubble. They have something that they really want, but they're so scared to go after it. And they keep telling themselves that they got to protect their heart, but they want someone else's heart. So it's a little bit of somebody's working on needing to grow up a little bit, I would say, or I shouldn't say it that way. That sounds rude. Get in touch with their fears. Let's put it that way. So we have adjustment, looking back, moving forward, and we have power over difficulty, reclaiming your power. Yeah, that's just it. This person, as powerful as they are, they don't feel powerful when it comes to maybe their heart, their emotions, and that's the thing that they want most and the thing that they hold back from most. So I feel like this is a very charismatic person, possibly, but this person who, they they're interested, they know they're interested, but they hold back out of big old fears, and that's where their adjustment has to come from. But that's all about them looking back in order to move forward. That's the adjustment. They have to see, and there's that owl again. There's wisdom that is necessary. There's intuition to guide this person. They know it's time to make a change. Maybe it's because they met Capricorn and Capricorn is challenging them to make this change. It's a beautiful thought that we interact with people and maybe help each other. You notice that the third eye is also highlighted there. If we interact with somebody and it propels them to take stock of what's holding them back from having an amazing relationship, this person might just be about to, like I say, power over difficulty, reclaiming their power. I feel, and we even have a serpent here. So there's this incredible need for this person to have a rebirth, quit holding back, quit being fearful, face the very traits that they don't want, perhaps in a partnership, are the very things that they need to maybe change in their own behavior. If they worry that someone's going to be a flirt and it's going to make them feel jealous, then maybe they need to quit being a flirt. If they want to have the connection, it's like, be the kind of person that you want to be with. Do you want to be treated really, really well? Then treat your partner really, really well. Do you want to be, someone who has a safe, beautiful, loving connection where there's a lot of trust? Then always be a completely trustworthy partner. Now, it doesn't mean you'll always get that in return. Certainly not. But you have maybe a far better chance of, attracting what you put out. And I wonder if that's the thing that this person is slowly like contemplating. All of this reading was somebody who's slowly churning over and over in their mind. Could I have the thing that I want? Could I really have the thing that I want? I'm going to get one last card, and I've been using this for like every reading so far. Well, I've only done 3 signs right now, but also I know this is a very different style of read, you guys. I like to mix it up. I always do. So let me know if you liked this one. I just thought I'd use all oracles. So someone needs to release fear by letting go of what they think they know and opening up about who they have become. It's all of these. This is my deck, so I created this. This is my words and my photography. There are things you cannot see right now. Proceed with caution and wait to make decisions until you have clarity. And I think that's more the message to you. It's like, if someone is giving you hot and cold reactions, like, they're interested, but why aren't they taking action? It's like, well, you really want to make sure that this person is, that they know who they are, that they make confident decisions, that they move forward with decisive action so that you're not always left in the lurch, wondering. Now, as I say that, that's just the message I get out of that combo of cards. Please do recall, I'm not a psychic. I don't pretend to be, and I don't give you life advice. These are just inspirational, entertaining stories. So please always look at them as that, because it is just entertainment. If there's something that you like out of it that goes, that's some cool food for thought, awesome. But just know none of this is intended to be taken literal. This is not going to come true for you. This is not your life. This is a story. The only things that come true in our life are what we make true. So have a great time when you're here, I hope. And thank you guys for liking, sharing, subscribing, all that. I appreciate you so much. Bye.